It's a fantastic morning here in the gungs of Banyuwangi. It's fantastic weather as well, and I'm looking to go for a bit of a wander around the back streets here today and see what's going on, see if I can find some interesting things and maybe even get a coffee. I know that because it's Ramadan, a lot of things are closed, a lot of those eating places and drinking places. But there are sometimes some things open, so I'm going to find one of those, I think. That's what I'm going to look for anyway. I also wanted to take a look around and see if there's any markets open, but again, a lot of that sort of stuff happens earlier in the morning, so I'm a little bit I'm slightly apprehensive that maybe everyone's gotten up before the sun rises to have a bite to eat and then gone back to bed, and then there's nothing going on. But we'll find out. The main flaw with that plan is that quite often during Ramadan, like not even markets or coffee shops are open. So you can't really do anything as far as food goes in the morning, and that's what I need. I need a bite to eat and a coffee, so we'll see how we go with that. It should be okay, shouldn't it? Like, you can usually find something somewhere, and it's not just 100% Muslim as well. There's Christians and other religions around here as well. One of the things I've been impressed with so far here in Banyuwangi is how neat and tidy this place is. It has a really nice feel about it, and it's quite well kept. Yeah, it feels really good. Just coming down here, going towards a river. We have a little footbridge across here, should get me up the other side. I also notice a lot of old Dutch colonial architecture, which I guess it makes sense given that this is the very eastern angle. Oh, here we go, here's the little bridge. This is the very eastern edge of Java. Might go up this one. Yeah, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? That you have a port here and you'll have a railway infrastructure. Oh, that's a cool little alleyway. Look at this one. Old building too, nice old building. These are the old foundations that they used to build. Yes, or you don't often see these stone foundations anymore. Just on that issue of railway infrastructure, there are train stations here in Banyuwangi. I think there's a couple. One at Katabang, really close to the ferry port that I got off the ferry on the other day. Permisibo.
Yeah.
All right, we're on the main road here. I think I was on this road the other day. There is like a Banyuwangi city train station. From what I can see, like that looks different to what it was when I was here 15 years ago. Like that train station, I didn't get on the train there. I know I didn't. I remember the train station I got on was like a real small train station. I remember there being a lot of trees around it. It didn't feel new, it felt like really old. And that train station I'm seeing there now on the map doesn't seem to be the one I went to. So that's interesting. Maybe they've, hello, Babechak. Yeah, so things have changed. Actually, a lot of things have changed with railways here in Java over the past 15 or so years. There's been new lines reopened, or lines that used to be opened that they've reactivated, and the trains have certainly improved in quality. When I first got here, you could ride on the roof of the train, and people would ride on the roof of the trains. There was no air conditioning in economy class. There were sellers allowed in the economy class. You didn't have to buy a ticket, like you were supposed to, but you could bribe people and get on a train. Even if every ticket was sold, you could still get on and sleep under someone's seat or sleep in the vestibule area. That's no longer the case. It's really been sort of, I don't know, Rapikand? What's Rapikand? To Rapikand something is to make it more orderly, yeah? It's all been made a lot more orderly, a lot more neat and tidy. So if you were sort of thinking about coming to Java from Bali and you wanted to do it overland, like Banyuwangi is a great starting point. Nice little cat just running away from me there. Yeah, a great little point to start your Java journey, and you can get everywhere from Banyuwangi. So if you wanted to go to Jakarta from Banyuwangi, you can get there. Now you may need to change trains somewhere, but all the train lines link up. Like, it's pretty easy. Just through a little alleyway, I thought I might go down here. They're all decorated so beautifully, aren't they? People have got a little bit of pride in their little village, which I really love. I hope this goes somewhere. I hope it's not a dead end. Like, a lot of these alleyways don't come up on Google Maps, so even with the map, you're not going to know if it's a dead end or not. From what I can see, oh no, it's pretty long. I can see it's pretty long. Yeah, nice down here, isn't it? Permisi. Yeah. Pagi Bu. I think she was a bit surprised that I was coming through here. That's interesting. I know Wayne Fiasco came to this town recently as well. Huggy woo. All right, this is nice down here, isn't it? Not sure where I'm going to pop out. Oh, some really nice old buildings as well. So there's newer style buildings, concrete ones. That one's got a little bit of, I don't know, sheeting on the side of bamboo and some sort of almost like asbestos sheeting or something like that. Oh, another river, another little stream here. There we go. All the houses built all the way along that. Missy. Yeah. I noticed a lot of people will say nge here, which is a word that I hear in Bali a lot. Yeah. It's almost like yeah or no problem or something like that. I think it's not an Indonesian word. All right, I've got two choices. Okay, down this way. In fact, I think there are quite a few obvious similarities between the languages here and in Bali. I even see the word gek, G-E-K a lot here, which is the word that we would use in Bali for, well, you use it in the service industry if you're calling a waitress over. That's an old building, isn't it? With old shutters on it. A very old building. Beautiful styling on it. Is that? I don't know what that is. Like a boarding house, maybe. Keep coming down here. Pagi. Yeah. It's just very, very beautiful. Oh. Cute little ginger. Pagi Bu. Oh ya. Jalan-jalan sedikit Bu. It's very peaceful around here. Like, I could imagine myself having a little house around here. Like, I'd want to build it to my own, you know, design and everything like that. Although you could get a cheap one here, I reckon. You could get one of these fairly affordably when you're talking in Western money. I don't know about dirt cheap, because even in a place like Bundle where I used to live, houses were not as cheap as you'd expect. The land was pretty expensive. But I reckon here, because there's a lot of sort of vacant land, it couldn't be that desirable, I think. All right, we're coming down this road. This road's actually called Jalan Citarum, and that's the name of a river in West Java. And you have to be suspicious that it's a West Java word, because everything in West Java, like not everything, but like a lot of words in West Java start with the letters CI, and that means water. And there are so many place names that start with CI, and if you see anything on a name of something that starts with a CI, that's a West Java word, almost certainly. Not always, but like most of the time. How that ended up here in East Java, I do not know. It's quite curious, isn't it? Look at that old house. That's made out of that bamboo sheeting on the sides. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? I might have a look at that. Hello! Look at that door and everything. Oh, that's a beautiful building. Really beautiful old building. It's a bit sad that it's sort of been, you know, left to fall apart like that. But that's the sort of age and a lot of the stuff around here. There's a lot of quite old buildings. I noticed that a lot of the windows around here are still using old windows. They may not have glass in the windows in a lot of the buildings. They may just have shutters and some iron, almost cage type thing, like, what do I know what you call that, like a screen. But then some of the less old buildings will have older glass work in them. Ibu, siapa namanya?
Ibu Wiwi.
Wiwi. Dan tinggal di mana, Bu?
Ini.
Di sini? Jalan-jalan setiap pagi?
Iya, sana sini gitu.
Habis
apalagi sakit saraf.
Oh, sakit saraf.
Sakit sekarang ini agak enak.
Ya, suka jalan kaki, Bu?
Ya, jalan kaki tiap hari.
Kalau mau ke pasar, jalan kaki nggak?
Udah.
Terlalu jauh?
Iya, nggak kuat. Kau sendirian, mana temennya?
Istri saya lagi di hotel.
Oh,
Aku jalan-jalan sendiri. Ya, ya, lihat.
Sering ngomong bahasa Indonesia ya?
Enggak, Bu. Lumayan. Ya, lihat suasana di jalan ya, di sini.
Tas dulu. Tas.
Ya, makasih Bu. Mari Bu, ya. All right, let's keep going down here. We'll see what we've got down this road. This is a little bit more of a proper road rather than a gang, because you can get cars down here like this one. Some of those other smaller areas, if you live in one of those smaller gangs, you can't own a car. Well, you can sometimes. They might have a parking garage nearby that you park your car in and then you have to walk home. Now, you do see that a little bit, but generally people in those areas don't own cars. Look at the colour of that one. Isn't that beautiful? Someone's got a good eye for colours there. Yeah, not bad. Buggy. Yeah, very happy people around here as well. Really nice people actually. That was sort of like see the shutters, the wooden shutters and everything, they're all custom made for those buildings. They're all the old ones that I really love. I really love those. The thing is, they seem to have lasted a long time. You can imagine they were built well over 50 years ago, or maybe 70 years ago, and they still look very good. Like, you know, after all these years of use, they're still in good condition, whereas I find a lot of newer stuff just doesn't last for some reason. Halo, pagi.
Good night.
Lagi apa? Nongkrong. Nongkrong ya. Ya. Ya.
Speak Indonesian ya?
Sedikit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mari ya. You might be wondering why Susan's not walking the streets with me, because she doesn't like it. Like, I'm turning left, right, and looking around the place, and she's like, no, hang on, aren't we going to a coffee shop? Like, she'll try and find one that she knows is open and then go straight to it, and that's it. Whereas I like to have a bit of a wander around. So what's going to happen today is I'm going to actually find one that is confirmed open, or some sort of eatery for brekkie, and then I'm going to call her, and then she's going to come down and we're going to have a bite to eat there. But that remains to be seen, because I haven't seen anything open yet. Although, well, there is like a little cake stall across there, for example, I can see, but that's about it. Makasih Pak. Ya.
Jalan-jalan dari situ.
Ya, ya. Oh,
Sana kamu lukis.
Lebih
Dia juga kamu lukis.
ah.
Dokter Budi itu turun terus.
Oh, yeah, okay, makasih Pak. Okay, that guy just told me that up here is a thing called Kampung Lukis, which, like, lukis means to paint or a painter. Like, it's the root word. Lukis is a root word, so you can have lukisan, which is a painting. So yeah, it's just a root word of that whole thing. Oh, there we go. There it is there. Kampung Lukis. Okay. So it must be some sort of art thing. Oh yeah, I can see a lot of artwork on the wall here. It seems to have a bit of an arty feel, this town. Oh, that's pretty cool. What's that? A jaguar or something over there on that wall. Interesting. Oh yeah. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I guess you can go left and right, but I'm just going to go straight. Oh yeah, all these walls have heaps of cool paintings on them. Isn't this crazy? There's some crazy artists around here. Wow. Wonder if that's it. Nice pathway as well. Like, you don't usually get this in the kampung, do you? You normally get like either dirt or smashed up concrete. What have we got? Oh yeah, I can see some artwork over this direction. I'm going to go up here because I can see it sort of draws me in this direction, beautifying the place. Oh, that's a bird of paradise. Another one. Nice. Pagi. Oh. Yeah. Is there a public toilet down there? Yeah, there is. Interesting about this place is that throughout Indonesia, I've noticed that a lot of the kampung areas, especially in the cities, have decided that, what's this? Is someone's house? Oh, I think it's someone's house. Have decided that they want to beautify. Oh, what have we got here? Oh, it's a dead end. We've come to a junction of a river, and then that's it. And that's the Mushola. Okay, so we're at the end here. All right, I might have to go back. yeah, what they've done in a lot of these towns is that they've started to try and prioritise beautifying them a little bit. I think that's someone's house as well. Might not go down there. And so you'll get these, like I've seen ones called Kampung Warna-Warni, the colourful or coloured villages. You know, you see that in some places. In a lot of villages actually around the place you do see that. Might have a bit of a walk up here. Another one of these nice old houses. Asbestos roofing. Actually, asbestos is used a lot in Indonesia. It's used everywhere for roofing, and it's still legal to buy and install. Oh, look at that. That's nice walls there. Old school. We've lost all the artwork now, and we're just relying on brickwork. Oh no, I can see a tiger up here, I think. Oh yeah. Look at that. That's cool. I might actually head down this way. This is going to run into the river again, I'm pretty sure, because I was just down this direction, but this looks nice. I wonder if I can get around, maybe skirt around the edge, or if it's a dead end. Oh, okay. I know where I am. I'm at that junction and there is a bridge across. So I'm over. Halo. Lagi apa, Pak?
Lagi santai-santai.
Santai-santai. Ini kebun Bapak.
Masuk.
Masuk ya.
Ya, where do you come from?
Australia.
Australia. Can you speak Indonesia?
Bisa. Tapi bisa bicara bahasa Inggris juga, Pak?
Tidak bisa.
Tidak bisa. Ini rumah Bapak?
Tidak ada, sana rumah saya.
Ini punya siapa?
Milik orang.
Milik orang, tapi suka duduk di sini juga.
Ya, silakan. Mau nyuci-nyuci.
Nyuci-nyuci.
Lama di Indonesia?
Udah 15 tahun.
Ya. Sudah lama sekali ya.
Lumayan ya. Bisa ngobrol dan bisa ya kok berkomunikasi sama orang lokal.
Ya, termasuk pinter sampean. Sudah di Bali?
Ya, saya tinggal di Bali sekarang, tapi dulu di Jawa Barat.
Oh iya.
Eta
ya. Di Bali bagus-bagus
Ya.
alamnya, keindahannya ya.
Betul sekali, bagus banget. Ya. Dan di sana menurut saya udaranya lebih bersih daripada Jawa Barat.
Masa?
Ya, Jawa Barat udaranya sekarang agak kotor. Terlalu banyak mobil.
Oh iya. Kalau di Bali, Jakarta gini.
Ya, betul.
Bagus, bersih.
Bersih. Lumayan bersih, tapi ada krisis sampai sekarang.
Mudah-mudahan selamat ya.
Ya, betul Pak.
Kemudian tidak ada perang-perang sudah.
Oh, enggak. Damai aja. Bapak lagi puasa enggak? Puasa. Oh, susah ya, Pak.
Iya.
Aku enggak.
Ya, apa-apa.
Cari makanan.
Ya.
Tapi
tidak apa-apa.
Ada warung yang masih buka atau enggak?
Ada di pinggir jalan-jalan itu.
Kucing.
Tidak apa-apa. Nanti dipasang kerudung nanti.
Ya. Iya. Biasanya kayak gitu gordeng ya.
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 Sekali. Oh, di Bali lama ya?
Baru 2 tahun.
2 tahun. Di Jawa Barat. Jawa Barat mana, Bogor?
Enggak, Bandung.
Oh, Bandung. Tak.
Oke, Pak, aku mau jalan lagi ya.
Oh ya.
Mari, Pak, ya. Makasih Pak untuk ngobrol ya. Oke, get back out of here. Alright, close the gate. Makasih, Pak, ya.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to come down here. Oh, there's a bit more artwork down here. Oh, that's that mosque I saw the other day, I think. With those big domes on there. It's beautiful. Got someone coming down on a motorbike. Watch myself along here. This one's interesting. Program Kotaku. So it's kota tanpa kumuh. Now, kumuh, I've only ever used. Hello. Kumuh I've only used as a real pejorative. You can basically talk about an area that's kumuh and it looks like real poor and real like destitute. I don't know what the precise translation is, because I've never actually learnt it as a translation. I've just learnt it in context. But kumuh is a really interesting word. You've got to be careful using it, because quite often it's offensive to say that about where someone lives. It seems to go across over there. Okay, I'm lost in the gungs again now. The river's over here. I think this is sort of a dead end here, unless I can skirt along the side. I don't think so. Oh, I can get a little bit away. I might just go up here. That'll be, oh, look at that lizard. Oh, you couldn't see that. That was long, over 1 metre long. That lizard just jumped into the river. That was a big one, big goanna. So I want to get up. There's a road over there, I think, where that bridge is. I think I want to go over there. There are little access points up and down, but I wonder if I can get up there somehow. Otherwise I'm going to be lost in, oh, there's another big goanna. That's not 1 metre. Oh, there's another big one. That's over 1 metre. There's goannas everywhere here. Oh, there's one in the bushes here. That's well over 1 metre. That was like 1.5 metres in there. It's full of goannas, this place. Wow, that's crazy. A bit scary. Don't want to get attacked by one of those. I'll end up in the river myself. Yeah, I can't connect up there, so I'm going to have to turn down this little alleyway. See if I can get through here. It's not someone's house, I hope. No, we're cool. These village areas like this in cities are always full of cats. Always full of cats. The cats are constantly breeding, and it's a bit of a problem. I don't think they can ever get on top of the problem, because it's, oh, they're out of control. It's sort of, some people in Indonesia would class them as pests, actually, which is a bit sad, because I'm a bit of a cat lover. But having said that, in Australia we would also consider them a pest as well, especially in those wildlife areas where they're killing native animals. Okay, I'm going to go up here. This is a little gap between two buildings. Yeah, so I actually don't like seeing all those animals suffering in the kampungs. It's not anyone's fault, it's just that there needs to be a program to get rid of them, sterilise them basically, and hopefully get it under control, but it's just such a large issue. All right, I'm on a main road somewhere now. I still don't see anything to eat. Just coming along this road, I can see a church across the road, which is promising, because those people don't have to go on fast. So there might be like eating places around here as well. Oh, these old buildings are beautiful, beautiful old buildings. Really in nice condition as well, old style. But if I can find a place to eat around here, that'd be nice. I don't know if there's a concentration of Christians here or not. What's that? Is that open? It is. That's a coffee shop. I'm going in. I was bang on, it's always the case. Hello. Oh, mesin bagus lama zoko. This is literally straight across from that church, which I saw over there. I had a funny feeling about it actually, because in other places I've been, it's been similar. You get little clusters of different religions around religious institutions quite often. Even in a place like Bali, if there's a mosque, you might have a cluster of Muslims in that area. So you know your food around there's going to be Muslim food. And in other cities, I know in Bandung, for example, there might be a little Chinese area where there's a lot more Chinese people, and you're going to have cafes and stuff there that are going to be open in Ramadan. So I sort of had a funny feeling about that. Seems to be the case here. They've got a simple menu here, 24,000 for a cappuccino on a proper machine. I think that's really good value these days, really good value. Looking forward to it. How good does that one look? I have people in the comments often say, oh, do you ever have a bad coffee? Because every time I have a coffee, I say, oh, that's a good one, or that's not bad. But let's have a go. I mean, it looks good. Like, so what am I going to say? I'm not going to say it's bad if it's not. Let's have a go. Like, it is good. Like, honestly, it is a good coffee, a really good coffee, really good. Like, I mean, I love coffee, so I rarely have a bad one. I sometimes do, often won't film it, but normally when I'm filming, I'll either have like a pretty good coffee, or like a really good coffee, or that's the best coffee I've ever had. This is like one of the very, very good ones, honestly. It's really good. 24,000, what a bargain. Really good. Enak mas. Enak. That's a good one. Well, this is interesting. A couple of waffles here. They're not bad. And a bit of ice cream and an Oreo. Like, pretty cool. Like, in the middle of Banyuwangi. It's not a tourist destination. Like, there's, you know, sort of hardly any Westerners coming here, like almost none. So that's a pretty good job. If you love old buildings like I do, you can always count on Postal Indonesia to have really good buildings, old buildings there. A lot of the times from the old colonial infrastructure. And when obviously Indonesia got its independence, they just transferred the old postal service across to Postal Indonesia, and that's what you have now. These beautiful, beautiful buildings. That is a great looking building. I wonder if I can get down the back there. That arch is even like quite interesting. Look at it. Beautiful. Beautiful building, isn't it? Yeah. Another church across there, which is interesting. I'm not sure what part of town this is. It feels quite like an older part of town, to be honest. I just saw this in the ground. It's like a fire hydrant. It is really, really odd. And it says Kemp, Australia. And it's made in 1980, made in Australia. Isn't that weird? What is that? Is that a fire hydrant of some sort? I don't think I've ever seen one of those in Indonesia before, but I've seen one just now. An interesting thing about the accommodation that I'm staying in here in Banyuwangi is only costing 140,000 a night. They offer a full range of transport services, and I get the impression that in most guest houses and sort of accommodation places around here, hello, that they will offer a full range of transport services. So if you sort of roll up into Banyuwangi and get some accommodation, you're going to be able to get out of here pretty easily. Go on a tour of some of the places like Ijen, which is a really famous mountain to have a look at blue fire. They've got other things around Banyuwangi that I'm going to explore over the next few videos. But you don't have to do it independently, which I think is an important point. I'm going to do it independently, but you can actually go and get a car and a driver to do it. Oh, old railway tracks. Look at that. That is old railway tracks going up there and then down that way. Well, that's interesting. Do love old railway tracks. So I guess that's the main point. If you want to travel a little bit around this area, say you come on a bit of a 5-day adventure to East Java, you don't have to arrange everything in advance. You can sort of lob up here and there will be someone to be able to take you around, just like it is in Bali. You just go and get a car and a driver and they can take you to all the good places. Look at that. That there is Tanah Milik. That means the land is owned by PT Kereta Api Indonesia. That means the land's owned by the Indonesian railway people. So I'm going to get in the back there and see what the story is, because I reckon I've stumbled upon an old rail line, and I love old rail lines. There's so many of these in Indonesia. So many of them. I think I mentioned earlier in the video that I caught a train from the centre of town once, but maybe it wasn't here because this is really old, this infrastructure. I'm a little bit sort of curious as to where that rail line used to go. So I'm coming down here. Pak, ini bekas rel kereta di sini?
Iya.
Di mana rel keretanya? Di sini atau di sini atau?
Oh, itu.
Oh ya, bisa lihat. Ya. Makasih Pak. Ya. Oh, here it is. Beautiful. So it used to come through here. This is crazy, isn't it? Look at it. They've just left them in place. You can see it coming down here. There's a little section there. I'm not like a train nerd or anything like that. When it comes to old rail lines, for some reason I love it, because I sort of have this, another one of those signs, Tanah Milik. I have this image in my mind of trains actually coming up to this point at one point in the past. And they really did. So it came down here.
Hello, bro.
Hello, bro.
How are you?
Good. I think I'm in the market area over here. It's really busy. Look at this. Hello, Pa. Yeah, look at it. Oh, I love it. A bit of vibrancy around here. So this looks like a market area, old train lines. I'll see if I can find out exactly what it's called. Pasar Pujasera. I'll go in there. Pasar Pujasera. We're in the real market now. It's dark and... Oh. What is this? It's crazy, isn't it? Well, this is the real market, old school. Permisi. Hello, how are you? Lagi apa?
Lagi jualan.
Jualan apa?
Jualan lontong.
Oh, lontong. Bikin sendiri?
Iya.
Di rumah? Oh, bagus.
Hebat ya.
Oh, hebat.
Dari mana?
Aku asli Australia.
Oh.
Ini bekas apa bangunan ini? Tahu nggak? Kereta api. Ini punya PT. Oh, jadi bekas mungkin untuk apa ya? Stasiun lama di mana?
Di sini.
Di sini stasiun lama.
Sekarang pindah.
Oh, pindah. Zaman kapan?
Nggak tahu.
Udah lama.
Zaman Belanda.
Zaman Belanda. Oh, enggak. Ibu ingat ada stasiun di sini, ada kereta?
Ya, saya naik masih kali baru sini 2002.
Oh.
Tahun pinter, Bu. Aku masuk ke Banyuwangi tahun 83.
Jadi
Sudah ada stasiun.
jadi tahun 83 pasti ada kereta api di sini.
Sudah ada.
Oh, tapi mungkin 40 tahun udah pindah mungkin.
Oh, HP tak foto yo.
Ah.
Oh, HP aku. Minta foto jere.
Ya, kalau mau foto ya nggak apa-apa. Kalau tidak mau nggak apa-apa juga. Oke. Ya, mari ya. Yo. Okay, this is the old station down here. Well, it doesn't look like a train station, but it does look like a very old set of buildings. And that lady was saying she actually got the train from here in 1983. So we're onto something here. Usually, yeah, shooting. Hello. Oh, this is wild down here. Oh, here we go. There's the station. I can see it. It says Banyuwangi plus 6 meters. That's a classic sign that you'll see on an Indonesian station. That's the elevation above sea level. So that's the old station building right there. So we're in the right spot. How does that work though? I wonder if I can see the old platforms. Oh, what's that they're doing? They're processing coconuts, they're processing everything. Hello! Well, there's everything going on here. It's wild down here at the market. Look at this. I wonder if I can get inside that old station. I should be able to, shouldn't I? Oh, mafia! I nearly got run over from the back there. That's the old building in there. I've got to get in there. I wonder if I can. Yeah, there's something about these, oh, hang on. There's a sign there that says Gang Depot. That means, obviously a depot for the railway. Can I get in? That looks like, no, that sort of access is not really available. I might have to go around the other side, but I definitely want to see that. Have to see that. That is Gitar Banyuwangi, Fuji Music. Look at that. Guitar shop. Look at all those guitars in there. Interesting shapes and everything. Wow. I wonder if they're local production. They look like it, and they're pretty cheap too. That looks like an old Dutch building. That's classic styling, and it feels like, it feels like I'm still walking in the area of the train station, but I don't know how to get around into that main station building. That's a beautiful old building. There are some really beautiful old buildings that are still from the old days here. Even this one where someone's living in, looks like quite an old building, but it looks quite beautiful. Quite beautiful structure. I think, oh no, I'm not going the right way here. I thought I was going the right way. Oh, maybe I am. I'm in an area that I haven't been before. And this is another old style building that has had some work on it, but it's still the bones of the old building, it looks like. Hang on. I'm now over the other side of that station building. I reckon I'll be able to get in there. I reckon I will be able to get in there. Oh, that blue building over there, look at that one. That is a train building as well. It's even got the train ownership sign on it as well. It's a beautiful looking building, old building. Okay, I'm at the back end of it. It looks like people have occupied it now. So that is the building. There's the old station building for sure. And then there's a row of shops in front of it. I don't know if they sort of stretch back into the actual station building or not. I know throughout Indonesia, a lot of the old rail infrastructure, which sort of exists on lines that have been closed, those a lot of those buildings, even though they're owned by the government, are now occupied by residents. Rail lines are sort of dug up, people build on top of rail lines, and there are often issues with, well, it's not issues with ownership because the ownership's clear, it is owned by the government, but obviously people who have lived there for 50 years get a bit upset when you try and turf them off. I'm not sure what the story is here because I can see that old building there behind all these shops, and there seems to be no way to get to it It seems to have partially, down here. Go down this little alleyway. Hello. I'm gonna go down here, this little alleyway. This looks like it gets me to the side of the building. Okay, this is the building. That is the building there on my right. I think I was just here. I think I'm cutting down an alleyway to where I just was. I am, because that's the marker. Again, I'm back to where I was. I've just looped it and I can't get in. So apparently this is the old entranceway here. It's now a shop. Oh yeah, I can see, I can see a sign. Actually, it says over here, Asset, yeah? Penjaga and Asset Kereta Api. So basically, this is the asset of the railway people, and it gives you the land description and everything. I might actually ask the owner of the shop if I can get through his shop and have a look. I just asked the owner of the shop and they said there's actually no access into the old station building anymore, which is unfortunate, but we still have more property owned by the railway authorities. Across the road I can see another one with an old building. Let's have a look at that one. That looks beautiful, that old building over there. And that's more railway property. Look, I mean, I could spend all day here looking at old railway property, but it's probably not what you're watching my video for. But I really love it. I just love seeing some of the history and how towns change, and maybe thinking back to what it was like maybe 40, 50 years ago. Maybe a few steam trains pulling in up here and people getting on these big long journeys to go to Jakarta from Banyuwangi. You can still do those journeys now, but they're on air-conditioned diesel trains from a new station that's about 9 kilometres away. I've really enjoyed looking at the centre of Banyuwangi. Over the next few days, I'm going to be going to the outskirts of Banyuwangi, climbing mountains, going to some islands off the coast of Banyuwangi, maybe having a look at some savannah areas, some beaches, having a good dig around actually, and showing you what it's like if you're living in Bali. These little holidays you can have. Indonesia's more than just Bali. You can get out just a little bit and have a beautiful time as well. There's so much to explore in this country and I'm really enjoying bringing it to you. Thanks for coming along for the ride today and thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all things Sonora and the rest of Indonesia. I'll catch you next time and sampai jumpa.